Finally, the Trash Taste Boys finally spoke about the Trails game. One of my favorite series of all time. So I'm going to watch them talk about it. Let's see what is their opinions about it.
With certain TV shows, I can always appreciate good TV, but sometimes I'm just waiting for something to interest me, and I don't always know what that is. Sometimes it's a certain like plot element, sometimes it's like the cinematography or the way it's like filmed or something like that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
I get it. There are
Like-
just
like-
some. There are some shows where it's just like I can't explain why I like this. Like I know it sucks.
Yeah. Like
but
what?
I just like I don't
Like
know.
what?
Love Island. You know, like
Love
any-
Island?
You like Love Island?
No. I'm using that as an example. I don't like Love Island.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't like it. That's too bad.
Love is Blind, for example, right? Like I
Love
fucking
is
love
Blind?
that show. I know that show's
I
trash.
don't know that
It's just-
show.
it's fucking reality TV, right? But
Yeah.
and I can't explain why it's good. I just can't stop watching it. You know,
Okay.
it's like any isekai show, right? It's like you can't explain why it's good. You probably know it sucks, but you're gonna keep watching it.
has there
I
ever
would
been a
stop
show
watching
that
an
you
isekai
know
if I know it's
is,
not
like,
good.
flawed, not like it's not like something that's like obviously trashy, but you know
Yeah.
it's like flawed, not executed perfectly. But there's not been another show like it, and you just like, you know what, I'm gonna look over it. You know, I still enjoy it. Because like for me, I recently just made a video about it. It was Recreators, which
Yeah.
is it's got like such a unique idea in terms of just like, you know,
Oh,
realized when I watched the
Recreators.
video, I watched it.
That was good.
oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, because one thing I've noticed is that you either like that kind of show, you either think it's just okay, but everyone who likes that show really, really, really fucking likes that show.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I really
I'm
like
one of
it.
those people, and that's just
Recreators.
because it was like it wasn't like the best executed.
The
But it just had
opening was
such
a
an
banger.
Interesting, unique idea.
Both
that you don't see
openings.
anywhere else that you were just like, okay, you know, maybe I don't really give a shit. I don't really give a shit. I really enjoyed
I
it.
feel it was
because there's
definitely
nothing
like
else
a,
like it.
it was definitely like a polarizing show when it was airing because I
Yeah.
remember it's like you either like fucking love this show or you
Yeah.
are like, eh.
I do remember when it
not
aired.
good.
Yeah.
I remember the conversation surrounding it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
watched it, and I think I only watched 4 or 5 episodes, and I stopped because there
Yeah.
was too much talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it was
Ah,
the pace bogged down.
The monkey
Yeah.
brain cannot
It's
handle the
like, I think
Recreators.
that's why a lot of that's why the indie game scene has like grown so much. Whereas it's like
Oh,
the
here it
game
comes.
developers who instead of
Indie
trying to
games.
compete against the AAA games, doing like the
Trails.
as much as I love God of War, it does very much go with the AAA game formula of.
Well, at least it deserves the AAA
yeah,
title.
it
Yeah.
deserves the AAA game title.
Yeah, it
like a
deserves
lot of
it.
other AAA games. But I feel like
That was a
the
great
indie
game.
scene has grown so much because you
God
have a
of
lot
War.
of these developers who are just like, I really like this one idea, and I don't see any other game doing just this one idea and doing it really, really
Jump
well.
King.
Huh?
Jump King.
I'm kidding.
Jump King. It does very well.
Is there name a better jumping game? I'll wait.
Mario.
No, not as good.
Yeah, I
My
guess,
man's invented jumping in
I
gaming.
guess games like Jump King, where you take this really, really core idea and
Yeah.
focus on nothing else but that core idea. Is it going to appeal to the masses? No, but the people who like it, they really, really, really like it. You know?
I agree.
And I
a,
feel
lot,
like
a lot of the best games that came out, in the past 5-10 years, a lot of them have been indie games.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
talk about like Undertale when that was out, right? That was
Undertale.
insane.
I really want to
That-
play
that
that
was
game as
everywhere.
well.
I still got to play
Unavoidable.
Undertale.
It's so good.
Scott hasn't
all
played
memes
it yet.
aside, Megalovania and Sans
Okay,
memes
here-
aside,
I don't give a
it's
fuck.
actually
Okay,
hype.
okay,
here's-
I don't give a fuck. Megalovania is probably one of the best fucking pieces of music in a video game
It's
I've
pretty
heard
good.
in a long
It's
time.
pretty fucking
I know
good.
the memes exist, but every time I hear it, I'm like, I play that shit at the gym when I'm working out.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was a
this
great
is
music.
fucking hype as fuck.
That's
Even
so
I know
hype
it.
for the gym.
Yeah.
No, it gets
didn't
me
play the
every
game.
time. I'm like, I gotta defeat
Even I know
Sans.
that piece of music.
God, what were you going to ask
Yeah,
about
what were
it?
you gonna
Is,
say?
will I still enjoy it?
Yes.
Despite the fact that I've been exposed to so much of it.
I think
on,
so,
like, the
yeah.
internet and
I think
stuff like that.
no matter how you get exposed to it, I think ultimately the experience you have with it is definitely going to be different from how
Yeah.
it is.
I feel it's a very personal game where, like, because again, I feel the story is very dependent on how you perceive it and how you want to go about it because it has the multiple endings and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
Does
I feel
it?
it's a really good
Damn,
game
I got
to just kind of, like,
spoiled.
sit down and play with yourself and really just like get fully immersed in it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I tried streaming it once and I'm like, I couldn't really get into it because there's just like too many outside
Just play it on
forces.
your
And
own
just like,
time.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would say it's a game to just like play on your own terms.
Play on your own.
Also, the music and story is amazing because Toby Fox is.
Yeah, the story's really good. I mean,
Yeah.
I cared about it, so that's
Yeah.
saying something. That's,
Yeah.
that's tough to get me to
There's-
be like, oh, I'm sad.
Is it a hot take to say that I think Toby Fox is a better musician than he's a storyteller?
I don't know. I'm not sure what other music he's done. He did some music for Pokemon.
He did
some
a
other stuff
lot of
too,
pieces for the new Pokemon.
Well, he's very
game.
talented either way.
Yeah. Oh, he's super talented.
This is
guy.
like, this is like, no matter which one he's better at, he's still
Yeah.
better than me at everything. You know what I mean?
That is true.
He's better
That
than
is
everyone
true.
at everything.
He is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Some people got it all.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Like talking about like very niche games that
Oh, here
you
it
know,
comes.
only appeal to you. There's been a game series.
Come
that
on.
I've been thinking about getting into.
Spit it
It's
out.
a very, very niche JRPG series.
Oh God.
Something like this, you would fucking hate, Connor.
Yeah, of course, he
Um,
would hate
But
it.
I don't even know if I have the heart to commit to this. Right?
Oh, really?
Have you ever heard of like the Trails of Atlia series or Trails of
fuck
the
is
Sky?
that?
Yes, I have heard of them.
Okay, so
I've never played them though.
so I've been like, so for the past like 2 months, I've been trying to like psych
Oh,
myself up, to see
Researching?
if
look
it's
this up.
if it's worth getting into. So
It is
so
worth getting
let
into.
me-
Sounds so familiar.
Okay, let me break this down to you. Okay, so I hear like bits and pieces of this game.
Legend of
series, right?
Heroes, Trails in
And
the
then
Sky.
The first thing I search up is how to get into the Trail series on YouTube, and I swear to God, one of the top videos, the video was how to get into the Trail series. 1 hour and 50 minutes long.
Really? Who made that?
and I was like, oh boy. And I was like, surely there's a shorter video than 1 hour and 50 minutes. The shortest video I could find was a 20-minute explanation. That's the shortest.
20 minutes?
That's the shortest. So this is like
Come
setting up the
on.
stage for the type of game series that this game series
Come
is.
on. Our
yes,
community, we
yes,
need to do better.
I have
Yeah.
seen this before.
Yeah.
That's the Kiseki series. In
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah. So
I've
it's-
never gotten into them.
Oh,
though,
even
because
Joey
I've
didn't get
heard
into
it's
it.
like-
I've-
it's got such a high benchmark to like get into.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. so
Why?
before even deciding, okay, so I'll explain this to you, Joey, because I've done research just to see if I want to get into this game.
Oh,
Okay, I haven't even
please.
just played the game. I've watched like these full videos just to see if I wanted to play this
Right,
game.
right.
Because it's a game series that has run on for about 15 years or something
Yeah,
now, right?
Yes,
got
it's
11
very
games.
long.
And what I find really, really interesting and why I'm like, ooh, should I commit to this game is that every game is following on from one giant overarching story. So
Yes,
it's a
it
game
is.
where you have according to a lot of the people that play, it's got one of the best examples of world building in gaming period. It's like the One Piece
If
of
I had
video
11
games.
games, I'm sure I could fucking make a big world.
Yeah. So it's like it takes place in this one. All 11 games takes place in this one kind of like big
Giant
universe,
continental?
right? And each game
Continent.
It's similar to, I guess, something like Game of Thrones, right? Where you have individual story arcs in different countries, different areas of this world that slowly interconnect and mingle and start to like characters from previous games start to like have a proper big effect on characters on story arcs in like a different country.
Oh, that's a
And
very
they
good
slowly
explanation,
start to
God.
mingle in and collide.
Considering
together.
he
Like,
never played it.
fuck that sounds like
That sounds like season 6 of Game of Thrones.
that sounds like everything I want in a fucking game. That sounds
Yeah.
like everything I want in a video game.
Yes,
series.
you
I've
should
got
play
11
it.
games.
It sounds like
And it's still ongoing.
God,
as well.
I'm never gonna fucking see
I
you.
know, I know.
It kind of sounds like the Dune of video games, where
Kind
it's
of,
like
kind
it's
of.
like different planets and like the planets interact with one another. But it's
Yeah.
all based in this one,
And it's all based on this
galaxy
one.
system,
And
you
and
know?
like one of the biggest things I've heard is that it's not like different games cameo into each other. It's not like
Right.
one person cameos into.
Yeah, it's
this-
not
this
cameo,
different
it's
game.
actually
like
interacting.
games have a proper impact on what happens.
I'm getting stressed out just hearing
Yeah,
this.
like
Oh, really?
the story arcs of one game have a proper impact to what happens in a different country, different
fucking
country
hell.
story arc, and I'm like, holy shit!
You know, Garn, I'm about to finish the Pokemon game.
Please play it,
you're
Joey. Play it.
No!
I'd be down. I'd be down to try and combat this beast
You're
with
gonna
you.
tank your career.
I'm gonna-
Don't do this.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this raid fight if you are.
Yeah,
dude.
it's honestly like I remember like reading something about it. I was like, this sounds something like I could be interested in. And the more I researched, the more I'm like, fuck, this seems like
This
a
is
game that I would
interesting,
really
isn't it?
enjoy, but
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh no,
Love games.
please
Maybe I'll
squeeze
just
some
watch one
time.
other video. Just maybe I'll watch one other how-to.
Let me watch one more hour and 30-minute video.
So the thing is imagine this RPG where every single the NPCs that you meet, you can actually play them in the later years. So in total,
That sounds shit. Half of that
Sounds amazing.
I
That
don't-
sounds
Why
amazing.
the fuck would I care about playing as an NPC?
at the end of the games, you have like 30 plus characters.
That just means every character matters and every character.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I've seen this first game, Trails in the Sky.
Yeah.
I think I had a friend who had this on like Windows, I think.
Yeah, it was
Um,
available on the
and
Windows.
he was like, yeah, because I specifically remember, I remember the bar of entry being so high for this game series.
Yeah.
Because my friend was like, he was playing this game, and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool game. What is it? And he's like, you shouldn't know. It's like,
Okay,
you don't need to.
You don't
need to. You don't want to know.
Should every character matter? I disagree. I don't think every character should matter.
I mean,
I don't know. It depends. If it's
In a story, you will have main characters. There will be ones who impact
Of
that
course.
story more.
but
And I think it's okay to have NPCs and characters that don't really do much.
no, but I think it's a cool concept where you can be NPCs in someone else's story, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you can't have your own story. Which just sounds like it's
See, because I've read the Dune books, and it's
Okay.
exactly the same.
Oh, is it?
See, okay,
Where it's like the NPCs in this first book are now the main characters in this latter book, and it makes sense.
I like the Dune world. I just think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
when you just the way you're describing it to me, it sounds awful. Because at least Dune is like, hey, here's a nice like sandwich. Have a little bite of this sandwich.
Right,
And then
yeah.
it's fucking ginormous, and you don't realize how big the sandwich is.
Oh.
Before you
Right.
get a bite, and you're
I
like,
mean,
well, that tastes
I
pretty
think
good,
you are
actually.
talking about all the same thing. It
Does
just
this not sound like that?
depends
too?
No,
on
this sounds like
how you
hey,
look
that's
at
only
it.
because you know how many. That's only because people know how many games are in this series.
I know how
Yeah.
much Dune there is, but also like I just was like, oh fuck it, I'll watch the movie. It seems good. You know,
Yeah.
that's a palatable way to.
Well, then I'll do
Fair
so. I'll
enough.
be like, oh, play this first game, see if it's good.
Yeah. That sounds.
And if it's good,
You had to watch an hour video just to play the game. What are you talking about? That's not accessible.
wait, let me see how long it takes on average to beat the first game.
This is too much. This is too
No,
much.
No, it's not too
For
much.
me, it was mostly just. I think I was.
It was
just
like a
grab-
30-hour for the first
100%
game.
other games, but you're like, I'll get into this 500-hour game collection.
Yes.
What's
yeah.
wrong with you?
No, it's an amazing series.
Okay, like I said, if I know that there's a payoff, if I know that there is,
There cannot be a payoff worth
If-
500
there-
hours.
if-
No,
there's
there is a
something that
payoff.
I really
Connor,
like and
stop
really appeals to me,
whining.
I will be willing to grind through heaven and hell to
Oh.
fucking get to that.
According to how long to beat, main story 40 hours. Easy.
Oh, easy.
For one game.
Easy.
But if you care about the NPCs,
Yeah. It says
Oh my
completionist
God.
is 65, which is not too bad.
What do you fucking mean not too bad? That's a full-time job for a week.
Dude, completionist for like Final Fantasy X is like 120 hours.
I think they
Oh,
made-
really?
So
I
it's
think
fine.
game devs and like on JRPGs, like, because you know, I used to care about gamer score. Why? I don't know why.
What, like Pac-Man and shit?
Gamer
Xbox,
score.
Xbox gamer score.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You told us.
Because I know
about
that sometimes you like play against someone in COD, right? And
Yeah.
you want to shit talk them, and then
Yeah.
you open up
Yeah.
their profile, like, oh, he's only got 200 gamer score. Fucking loser.
Yeah.
They'd open up
Okay.
my
It's like a
profile, it'd be
trophy
90,000
or
gamer
achievements,
score.
isn't it?
Oh shit, I want to mess with this guy.
Well, no, I want to be the same way. If I interact with another JRPG player, they'll be like, "Oh, you're a JRPG fan? What have you played?" And then I'll be like, "Finish the entire Trail series." I'll be like, "Oh, we got a Giga Chat here!"
Yeah, that's achievement.
I just like I like the quantifiable number, and so
Yeah.
I used to just play games a lot, and I would just play some games that were bad.
But there is a quantifiable number: 11 games.
Is it like a score that you can show to other people and people see, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's what I enjoyed. But I
yeah.
would play games I didn't even like just to get the stupid score. I would like buy games that were rated easy online to get
Oh.
1,000 like
Right.
full
Yeah.
gamer score, because you could only get 1,000 gamer score on every game. And
Okay.
the DLC you could add more.
You are gaming the games.
I-
you
I
literally
did-
Yes,
turned
he
the
is
game-
gaming the
gamifying the
game.
You
games
literally
you're
turned
playing.
playing games into a game.
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. There was like 3 years where I was obsessed with this thing where I was like, I just care about getting this number go up.
I get
Yeah.
that.
It's
So
your-
I would play
it's
like
your
I bought-
ego.
I bought like Lost the game.
Vein.
You know,
Yeah.
Lost the TV series.
Yeah.
I bought that game because it was like $5
Just to get 1,000 gamer points.
because it was really quick to get 1,000 gamer score. And
Right.
then
Yeah.
you know I also then some of my friends want a gamer score, and I was like, well, I'll do it for you if you give me 2,100 Microsoft points. I'll get you like 5,000.
Oh wow.
And I
Okay.
would just do it in a day because I had like loads of
Were you
games.
Internal
hustling gamer
trading?
scores?
Yeah, I would if someone wanted gamer score, because I wanted points. So I would kind of
Yeah.
I would figure out ways through gaming. I was like, how can I use my talent gaming to get Microsoft.
My
on point.
talent,
My talent gaming.
I'm good. At,
So what are your talents?
I'm really good at
game.
this. I'm really good and addicted to this gaming thing. Can I get money from it, or can I get some way to get more games from it? So
Yeah.
I would like my friends would want some people to do it, and then I would message people. I'm like, hey, if you want gamer score, do it. No, I sounded sketchy as fuck, but I actually did it. Like if they gave me the points, I would log in their account and I would just play these games.
Hey kid, you want any gamer scores?
But then if they wanted me to do specific games, I'd be like, that's a toughie, dude. I'm gonna need more. And then I realized, oh, you can just take the internet out of your Xbox, get a USB, and like download a file, and it will just fucking do it for you. And I was like, and then I felt really dumb that I was spending like a day or two doing this.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, I was obsessed with it. I would buy games for it. I would do
Yeah.
achievements that were
Yeah,
stupidly hard.
I mean, I
spend
am
hours,
kind
like
of
days, like
obsessed
Halo.
with
I would
the
spend
trophies
days
as
getting all
well.
the Halo achievements.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
And then I would get infuriated when I would buy a game that I thought was good, and they would have impossible achievements. there. And you know which ones were always the worst? JRPGs.
JRPGs,
Always.
agree.
Always the worst.
It's always the
Final
worst.
The
Fantasy?
100% completions.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, these stupid fucking games would be like, get every single item in the game. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You're a psychopath.
No, we are not. It's a JRPGs. It requires you to play through it like multiple times. All right. Well, hopefully this particular clip will spread out the, influence and make more people play the Trails game. And I'm sure there are plenty Trash Taste fans who are also into the Trails games. So good luck to whoever want to start a series. Start with the Trails in the Sky. If you don't like the game, firstly, complete the game. And after completed the game, if you still don't like the game, the series, then you can drop it. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Oh yeah, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas everyone. Hopefully you have a wonderful holiday. See you. Bye bye.